If you're celebrating a special occasion or just love fine dining, you're in the right place. Come experience the crown jewel of South Point restaurants, Michael's Gourmet Room.
Welcome.
With over 600 different types of wines and magnificent dishes prepared tableside, you'll revel in the rich classic Vegas decor and the best black tie service in the world. This intimate gourmet room has earned accolades galore. Come to Michael's Gourmet Room for an unforgettable dining experience. Another famous restaurant is the Silverado Steakhouse, where you'll find the charm and service that discerning patrons require. From top quality steaks and chops to fresh seafood and desserts, you'll love the award-winning wine list and menu at Silverado Steakhouse. Steak lovers have even more options with primarily prime rib. Catering to hearty appetites, the menu features a variety of flavorful prime rib cuts, dry aged to ensure tenderness, and then seasoned and slowly roasted. Although prime rib is our specialty, it's not the only thing on the menu. There's something for everyone. And if you're craving a taste of Italy, come experience delicious Italian cuisine and the attentive service at Don Vito's. Our culinary team starts with the freshest ingredients and transforms them into traditional favorites. And don't forget Italian desserts. Don Vito's. Savor the taste of Italy. Finally, if sushi is more your style, join us at the popular Zenshin Asian restaurant and sushi bar, where we're serving up the freshest sashimi, nigiri, and sushi rolls. And beyond the sushi, an exciting contemporary Asian cuisine menu, plus a variety of specialty drinks, Japanese and domestic beer, wine, and sake. Balance your hunger with Zenshin.
The NFL is going to replace the chain gang finally and transition to the electronic system called Hawkeye. Wow. I would think Alan Alda's eyesight at 89 wouldn't be any good. Where are my MASH fans? Don't play the cricket, Sean. Don't do it. Don't do it. Damn it! Roll the open. Here we go. Whoa. All righty. Live from the South Point Casino here in Las Vegas, just south of the world-famous Strip. It's showtime. Thanks for streaming YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, to watch the program that Craig Parles calls his second favorite show out of South Point Studios, Punchlines. It's a mix of sports, comedy, conversation, viral videos, and smart gambling advice from the co-hosts. I'm your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And today's show is packed, and we'll take some big shots and hope they hit nothing but the bottom of the net, like Michigan State's Trey Holloman in Maryland last night. Watch this. So Maryland comes down. They miss a three. Is he going to hit this? Swish. Beautiful. Money line pays 165. I think the line was what was the line? 3? 4? Okay, 4. So anyway, Michigan State. Tom Izzo, it's almost March. You know what happens when that happens. What? Didn't make sense. But anyway, Michigan State looking pretty good. All right, on the show, Joe D'Amico will not be on the show this week. His dog is recovering from surgery. Dice, who we've seen on the show before, Dice needs a little extra TLC today, so Joe is going to be on the show tomorrow. We've never had Joe on a Friday, so tune in tomorrow. And I have someone here now, ladies and gentlemen, that's just as good, if not better. He can be just as loud, I think. Right?
Hard to catch up with Joe.
My man sitting to my right, who has never left without making me laugh out loud. You know him from Sports by the Book. He's a Mizzou grad and the president of the Woody Johnson fan club. Jeff Parles, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff is here. Thunderous applause. Look at everyone standing. Oh, Jeff. How many members are in the Woody Johnson
No
fan
one's
club?
No
one's in there?
I might flag Keith for excessive celebration over there, actually.
So I want to ask you, we big story yesterday for the NFL because they have to dominate the news cycle no matter what time of year it is. Doing the Hawkeye. They're going to the chain gang is still going to be there, but they're going to be the backup plan. Was it time to do the Hawkeye? Okay, that's what Jeff. Give Jeff a single on this. It's going to be
give Frank the single. Actually, no.
No, don't touch the. Oh, wait. Oh no, we're going to bring.
Too early for that.
It's too early. Where is it? There it is. We'll leave it right there. All right, it's good there.
It's a shame it's not a rotary phone.
It would have been funnier if a rotary phone. Yep, that kind of phone would have been better. We have push button phone. So anyway, it's due, right? I mean, we're talking about $1 billion.
But it doesn't. What people are neglecting to figure here is this does not impact how the ball is spotted.
Okay.
It only impacts on ruling a first down instead of having Carl from Cuyahoga come out.
Carl from Cuyahoga.
That was a good alliteration.
That was very good. I've been to Cuyahoga Falls.
Coming out and bringing the chain,
pinching the link.
Instead of that, it's computerized. Yeah, that makes sense. But it doesn't impact the. They're not using GPS in the ball.
Well, yeah.
To say, hey, Josh Allen may have gotten that first down in Kansas City or not.
Right.
They're just using it to help when they already had the ball spotted. So, yes, this is long overdue.
It's long overdue.
Still not quite there yet.
And there's some sort of chip in the ball then, I assume?
There's always been a chip in the ball. There's been chips in everything since they started the next-gen stat stuff.
Whoa. What about us humans?
I don't know. You might have a chip in your brain. You might. Have you been? Do you know where Keith Lyle was last night at 3 a.m?
He was in bed last night.
Okay. I don't know why you know that, but that's okay.
Because the chip in his head. It shows up on my phone.
Okay.
I have an app.
Fair enough.
It's called Where is Keith? Also, there were reports out, and we have to talk, that Gronk wants to make a comeback. And
that was all BS.
Wants to make a comeback with the Denver Broncos, play for Sean Payton. He likes Bo Nix. But I think today Gronk released that he's like,
it was all nonsense.
Where is this coming from?
It was all nonsense. Why would Gronk reset his Hall of Fame clock? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but he loves the limelight, man.
He
loves. I mean, how many commercials do we see Gronk on?
He doesn't need to play for those.
Yeah,
Gets him without playing.
I know. I know, but he loves the attention. He loves the crowds. I mean, I'm just saying, if there's one player that could take a couple years off and come back, he feels like the guy who would want to do it and probably be successful in Denver. But okay. They worked together at Fox together, Sean and Gronk. So they built a good relationship. I think that's maybe what started it. But all right, Jeff, moving on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the punch menu, see what we're going to talk about on today's program. Coming up in the comedy clip, we have the Peanut Punch. We offer some gambling advice in our picks at 12:36. Once again, Joe D'Amico will be here tomorrow. And Judge Chris Andrews may be tomorrow as well. So Chris couldn't make it today. So you're just down to Jeff and I, ladies and gentlemen. And I see the chat room already good. Joey B's in there. We'll get to that in a second. I'm hoping that maybe we'll have some lines from Joey B today. Is there a line you would like Joey B to make, Jeff?
No, he's usually pretty good at coming up.
He is pretty good.
Usually pretty good at coming up with a bad line on something I don't expect, so it's good.
He was surprised that I was here that early because I saw something in the Sports by the Book.
Shocking.
Well, yeah, what's that again? He's got a line. Odds that Jeff and Frank wear the same shirt today. What do you think the odds are?
Well, we are wearing the same
shirt. I know, but
shirt.
what do you think he placed the odds?
Well, when did he make the number?
Well, he made it after he saw us.
Well, that's bad.
But maybe he was thinking, like, looking back, when he woke up, maybe the first thing he thought about was you and I.
Hold on a second. If you and I are the first thing Joey B is thinking about in the morning,
I don't know.
I'm very concerned for our friend Joey B. I'm very concerned.
He has 50-1, by the way. All right, we'll close out the show. We got a Kenny White dog of the day, right, Sean? You said call Kenny White. We got it, and then we got a really cute dog clip to end the show. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some top of show breaking video. Let's do it. There's our graphic, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stop seeing different angles of this Michigan State winner. So here's a guy at home. Here's a guy at home watching this. Big Terps fan.
Go 10 seconds. Slow, no time out.
So he's pulling his underwear up for some reason. We're not really sure why he's doing this. Down on one knee, and now here's the half court. I love when these significant others laugh at the pain of a terrible sports loss. Was it Kenny White that was talking about he likes Maryland in the tournament? We were talking the other day. Someone had a long shot. Someone liked Maryland going pretty far. They were, 16th last night? Here's the shot on TV. There you go. Bad loss for Michigan. That's
that TV.
Yeah, that TV.
Not your TV in front of you at home.
No,
that TV over there in the corner.
They're just showing the shot. There's some fan. It's unbelievable. Did you watch that game last night?
I saw the end of it for sure.
Well, I had a close game alert pop up, and I put it on.
A close game alert.
Close game alert, and I put it on.
Which app?
It was an ESPN or a Score app. I can't remember.
Okay, that sounds like a Score app thing.
By the way, if you don't use Score app, you're insane. It's the best sports app there is. What do you use? What is your go-to? Not Score?
Oh.
What do you use?
I just use whatever I need to that day. It's simple as Google or is it ESPN Google. I mean, it's all the same.
Well, B-Town Dummy is still using Yahoo, so I don't not really know why.
Yahoo still exists?
We worked at Yahoo for years, and he's a company man.
Yahoo's still one of my only fantasy football league other than this one.
I had always done CBS Sportsline, and of course I was. Someone told me that's been Sportsline
in at least 20 years.
Well, I think JR pointed that out when we did it. Okay. All right, Reno Paul. He knows somebody who just sent him 33 pounds of baseball cards.
33 pounds.
33 pounds of baseball cards. He's going through
2 infants worth.
He's 2 infants worth. He said they're all in protectors. So far, the only good one he's gotten to is Johnny Damon. By the way, what 2 infants weigh 16.5 pounds each?
I don't know. I was just being ridiculous. but that's a lot of baseball.
He got the tracking order. It said
33 pounds.
33 pounds. So we're going to have him update maybe throughout the show if he's getting some. He's going through them right now. But you want to talk about card breaks. I like when kids get a good card, right? And this one, Topps had up on their account yesterday. Kid broke a pack and he found gold. And this one is Ruthian and how cool it is. Go ahead, Sean. Here we go. Crank it up a little, please.
Now, this is your gold frame.
Okay, he's got a gold one. Something good's coming here, Jeff.
Gold frame.
Yeah.
And the kid is like, what do I got?
Upside down.
Oh my God. Babe Ruth.
Oh my God!
The mom, won! The mom screaming. The kid's like, I can't believe I just won a bunch of free candy bars. He doesn't know who Babe Ruth is. But anyway, pretty good pull. These signature cards are getting weird. They have president ones now, too. Are you aware of this?
Well, they bought Robert Oppenheimer, didn't they?
Yeah, it's like they're just going through thrift shops finding
Robert
autographs.
Oppenheimer, very famously a president, right, Frank?
Well, there are president ones, though. There was one that had like Teddy Roosevelt's. I think it had both Roosevelts. I believe so. Yeah, there you go.
Did they sign him at the same time?
Probably not. Probably not. They were cousins, right? I think they were cousins, yeah. Okay, let's go back to a little NBA action. I found this guy last night. There's a guy named Simon Says Jax, J-A-X. He does impressions of NBA stars' jump shots. One he frequently does is Steph Curry. See what I did there? Jeff Curry. That's going to be you and I when we do our 3-point contest.
Keep going.
When are we doing that, by the way? We got to get to that.
At some point.
We're going to do it. Ryan, on her birthday, Caitlin Clark hit 50 out of 54 3-pointers. I said I could hit 27 out of 54. Is that happening? No. Okay. Oh, flag on the play. Oh, well, maybe the Hawkeye system will tell us what the hell was that? I'm going to hit 27, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Thank you, Sean. So, all right, here we go. This guy, this is him doing Curry in different stages. There's the teardrop that he does. He's got the mouthpiece. Now he takes the jersey off. So now he's doing, is that a Curry Road jersey? Let's see here. Hits it. Then he does the Curry stuff. He's got the mouthpiece hanging out. Another Curry jersey. Ball spits right back out. Then he does the He's got the motions down. And then this is the city. And then he does the shimmy. Is there a shooting style that you can impersonate?
Not well.
Now, we know the free throw machine.
I mean, look, if you make me impersonate like Shaq shooting 3-pointers, I think I could do that.
Shaq free throws is probably the worst, right?
Well, I think you and I even though, again, you claim that you were not in the best mental state.
I don't think that was a regulation hoop upstairs.
Okay, forget that.
On the first stage of the turn.
That.
Well, that's that. What do you mean? I mean, I'm used to
it
playing
was
on
a
a 10-foot
regulation.
rim.
It was a regulation.
It looked a little higher. Lower.
There are multiple jokes to be made there, and I'm going to refuse to make any of them.
All right, we'll place a little bet on that. We'll see how we do on that. But I'm telling you, the 3-pointers, I'm going to make it rain like Philip Seymour Hoffman and whatever, Along Came Polly. All right, you want some more basketball? This might be one of the dunks of the year. Shaedon Sharpe of the Trailblazers is getting a lot of heat online, so here we go. Watch this dunk here. So he steals it. This is on the road, too, by the way, and the crowd still loved it.
Well, it's in Washington, though.
Yeah, it's the Wizards, right? I mean, more people probably there to root on the Trailblazers, but that was a hell of a dunk.
It was pretty darn good.
Okay, let's move on to our comedy clip of the day. And it's football themed, of course. Now, Charles Peanut Tillman is famous for
Punch.
what? The punch. Was he the first one to do it? I guess he gets credit for it. I got to think like, Rosie Greer and those guys were trying to punch balls out at some point.
We're going back in the day, my
We're
friend.
going back with Rosie Greer. But anyway, Peanut Tillman showed up at the Chicago Bears office, and, he wanted to see if he could punch out other stuff than balls.
I gotta go get my kids. All right, see y'all later.
So there's coming down the steps. Nerd! Oh, that was lunch. There was nothing in it, though. There was nothing in it.
Jeez.
By the way, someone reading a newspaper, so you know that. Not sure what you,
All right, you can come out.
the Trib, yeah.
You come out.
Okay.
I'm coming out.
So come on. The girl just laughs and keeps walking. And then this dude.
I'm going to my car real quick. I'll be right back.
What makes this funnier, isn't he like an FBI agent now or something? He works for like the federal government, I think.
He was at one point. I don't know if he's still there, but.
Well, here's the thing about working for the FBI. Once you're in for. Oh, I've said too much. Can't talk about my days at Quantico. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the roll calls.
I'll take the under on him and how many days you were at Quantico for.
I could last there. I was there with Clarice Starling.
Okay. Very good. Very good, Frank.
Dr. Lecter. All right.
Roll call. Are you typing?
Well, what happened was I got locked out of my own computer here. Hold on.
He's typing his
My password. And it's not working every time. I think the cap lock's on. No, we'll get it. Here we go. I just said my password out loud, and it's not. Okay. It's a smooth show here. What do you have? Do you see the comments? Okay, hold on.
Hold on. I'm going to even have to pull this up now just because of
Oh,
what
I
just
did the
happened.
wrong year. It's 69.
Oh.
Yep.
Did you get in finally?
Nope. You'll know when I get in because I'll say the launch codes are coming.
Reno Paul, we thank you. B-Town Dummy, of course, in there already. Joey B.
What does B-Town Dummy say? Because I like to read them cold. It's going to be a slight on me, but please read.
I believe I could do almost as many bench presses as a kicker, but I saw Frank kill it at the 3-cone drill because he knocked back 3 soft serve ice cream cones in 1 minute.
That's not true. I would never have 3. I would never, ever have 3. I got my computer fixed. Now Christian's a big guy. I think he could probably, he could probably bench that, but okay, hold on. He also said, and leave it to Nicotero to call these presidents Roosevelts. They're also in charge of nuclear electricity. I said Roosevelt. Did I say Roosevelt? What did I say wrong? Roosevelts?
I don't know what you did, but I don't think you did anything on your own.
All right, Teddy and
Even
Franklin.
Natola is claiming I can't hit a wiffle ball, which is complete nonsense.
Are you a good wiffle ball player?
Yeah, back in the day, everyone was a good wiffle ball
That's
player.
true. I had an unhittable pitch called the belly pitch because it would come in at
And it
your
would hit
belly.
you in the belly?
No, it would drop down to your knees.
That's
there's
just a different name for that than that.
There are people still that have flashbacks of the one World Series
Also,
we played.
by the way, Joey B. I'm mad at you, Joey B.
Why?
Because Joey B gives me no respect for the
lines?
for my lines.
Okay,
he treats you like you're God, and he treats me like I'm nothing when it comes to the athleticism stuff.
Right.
Treats me like I'm just this little pea in the pod that can't do anything.
All right.
So Joey, if we can get you here to Vegas, let me rephrase.
Give him a single. Give him a single.
Give Frank.
This is a little Hulk Hogan.
I'll
tell you what right now, Joey B, you come out to Vegas.
Give Frank the single. Actually,
No.
That'll make more
Let
sense.
Jeff
But
talk.
if Joey B can get himself out here,
Okay.
Joey B, I'll very happily take all your money on these lines. Very happily. Once and for all, we're going to get this settled.
How are we on? Let's do it.
We're going to get this settled.
Get him out here.
Get him out here. Or get yourself out here.
Now, Abnatola, is Parles not that athletic? He looks pretty young.
Well, that's
He
because
looks
Joey
pretty
B's
young.
lines are terrible. That's why it is. Abnatola's believing Joey B's nonsense.
Well, they bond. That's what happens in the punch room here. They all bond. Reno Paul, every card is hard production case, some graded. I'll keep yins updated. All right. And then
Joey B. Aton would be very disappointed with you right now. You know what I'm talking about.
Ryan McCormick somewhere said, looks like the Cavender twins have competition on the desk. I think he's referring to the Cavender twins who always dress alike.
We look great.
We do.
We do look great. Even though my bottom button somehow got unhinged.
Well, I'm doing. I just got one.
I do two. You leave one more.
Well, it's some for the ladies at home.
Okay, fair enough.
Here we go. I'll go 2. I'm going to twinsies with Jeff. All right, J.J. Watt made a bet. Yeah, I saw that bet J.J. Watt made.
Still, is the Burnley keeper allowed a goal yet?
I don't think so. I think it's 13 straight games that he hasn't allowed a goal, if you can check on that.
Yeah.
He said he would make a comeback if he didn't allow
And he played for the Bengals.
And play for the Bengals. Which, by the way, if a team needs another, him and Hendrickson would be. I actually don't want that. He's no way he'd play for the Bengals with his brother 5-hour drive away.
Come on. I mean, look, it's not going to happen, but this is pretty funny that it's lasted as long as
it sure is. And Joey B says, Parles, nothing but respect for you. See? There you go.
The lines don't say the same, Joey.
Frank's belly pitch versus Parles. I sense a segment. We'll shoot it. Let's do it.
When's the last time you threw a belly pitch?
We're talking a classic wiffle ball, right? The three things.
What else would it be?
Probably we played till we were in our third. We probably played till you were your age. Probably before I moved to LA officially.
So 20-ish years
20
ago.
years probably since I tried to throw the belly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to test it against Sean.
You just got to scuff it up a little bit. I can work
scuff it
wonders.
up. We can do that. We can Gaylord Perry that stuff. We're good.
Gaylord Perry. All right. If Parles visits Illinois, I'll take him to a Sox game. Those tickets are hard to get, says Minidar. Yeah. So there you go. By the way, where's my invite?
Hold on a second.
Go for it.
That started out awesome. And then the hard to get White Sox tickets is a hell of a line, honestly.
It's not happening.
Maybe I'll probably be in Chicago some point this summer. So if that's the case,
we might be in Chicago?
I inevitably make it there once every other year, and I didn't make it there last year, so I'll probably end up there.
You got to shoot a piece with Minidar.
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll it'll be us and a dozen others at Guaranteed Rate Field, or excuse me, Rate Field. They got rid of the guarantee.
Well, because it's not guaranteed anymore. All right, speaking of the White Sox, let's go to lines of the night right now because this is a perfect segue into mine. I got to go first here because it's a perfect setup. Jay Kuda, our boy Jay Kuda over there, he posted this. Has your favorite team won a spring training game yet? Well, let's take a look at the circles. And boom! There they are. The White Sox have not. They're the only team not to win a game. By the way, if they're playing split squad games, that would be even more sad because they're getting 2 a day. I don't know what they must be 0-7. Jesus.
Oh, by the way, they are threatening in the bottom of the first inning.
Okay,
right now.
what is the score?
It is 0-0.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. That is threatening for them. They're in the game.
Oh, they have 2 on with 1 out. That's threatening.
There you go. And who's up? Ozzie Guillen, who's batting?
Austin Slater, who I did not realize was on the White Sox.
Well,
now.
he went to Bayside. Oh, that was AC Slater. Austin AC Slater. My middle name might be Charles. All right, so there you go. There's Jay Kuda. Every team has won a game but the White Sox. I think the over-under here at South Point is 53, 55.
I think it's 53 and a half.
53 and a half, I think Vince reminded. 53 and a half. And you
hilariously low.
Right. Didn't you give me the question, would I want to bet?
Would you rather have the White Sox under or the Dodgers over? Or excuse me.
The other way around.
The other way around. Would you rather have the under and the Dodgers 104 and a half, or would you have over 53 and a half on the White Sox? And I would much rather have the Dodgers under than the White Sox over.
I'd probably go the other. They're both, I think the Dodgers win 108 games.
And they very well could. Yeah. But I don't think the White Sox are winning more than 50. Remember,
I don't think so.
Remember, they can still improve by 10 games and go under that total.
That's so sad. I feel bad for you, Chicago.
Very bad. Very
really
bad baseball team.
All right, you got a line of the night. Oh, I have 2, actually. I apologize.
Going,
yeah, I got one more. I've been talking about Rick Pitino and my love for Rick Pitino for many years. So throw this one up from Jeff Borzello. Rick Pitino is now the first coach. And Jeff, don't look at this. I'll see if you know. Division I history.
I saw this last
You already
night.
saw this? Okay.
Yeah.
To win a regular season conference title with 5 different programs. The only one I didn't know. I knew he was at Iona. Kentucky, Iona, Louisville, St. John's. I did not know
Started
BU.
Boston U.
Yeah, that's BU. I wouldn't have.
And
I
he was at
that
Providence for 2 years. That was the only place he didn't win a conference tournament.
Which is amazing, but he made a Final Four. Billy Donovan raining threes. Yep. I remember watching that. That might have been some of my first sports bets was running with Providence and Pitino and Billy Donovan, who was just, that kid could shoot, man. I loved Billy Donovan, and I hated Providence because they were in the Big East.
The most amazing part with Pitino is all these other guys who've hung around have just bolted because of the new system. What has Pitino done? He turned a barren program into what they were when Lou Carnesecca was there.
And by the way, I think St. John's are kind of dedicating the season to Louis, who passed away. Yep. Was he 98? He was almost 100.
I think he was 100.
He might have hit triple digits on that.
He got there.
I met Louis Carnesecca. I shook Louis Carnesecca's hand once. I towered over him.
99 years old.
He was
2 months shy of 100.
Yeah, I saw so many Big East games at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse back when it was like brutal basketball. I mean, Ewing, Mourning, Mullen. Oh my God! I hate to be that guy. Like, oh well, basketball back then It was a better game. I'm sorry. That Big East, they need to, have they done a 30 for 30 on Big East?
Yeah,
I think they have.
The rec room for the Big East. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I know that. Okay. Anyway, best basketball I ever saw play.
Yeah.
All right. What do you have for lines of the night, Jeffrey?
What did I send you, Keith? Oh, I sent you more basketball stuff, even though I think we might have to get into something else in a little bit.
We will.
Since there was a situation brewing yesterday in
brewing.
Indianapolis.
Are you doing the brewing?
That was not my joke, but
was a good one.
It's good enough.
All right, we'll get to that right after this.
BYU, who last year I did not like. I like BYU.
You hated BYU last year, right?
I do like them this year.
You had a
Last
bet
3
with your
games,
buddy.
BYU scored at least 90, over 50% from the field, dozen threes, less than a dozen turnovers. No team has done that in 3 games in a row this century at the D1 level.
That's amazing. By the way, maybe you know the answer to this.
Off the stats, of course.
It's off the stats, who someone made me follow, and I love it. I don't remember who, but it's awesome. How the hell does that stuff, do you know, honestly, how is that found out and discovered? Like, how are they inputting that? Do you know what I mean? Like, do they input the final box score of a game?
They probably have some sort of AI machine that pops something whenever something like that happens.
It has to be. I mean, back in the day, it was Bill James would come up with one thing. Like,
well, and it was stats and information.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I just don't understand. And I love it. We love it on this show,
Or the
of course.
Elias Sports Bureau, right?
Elias Sports Bureau was a big one.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty amazing right there. BYU, what are the BYU odds for you?
They're not winning the national title, but they are a good team. They're going to, if they get an 8 seed, they're going to scare the hell out of a 1 probably in the round of 32.
I talked to my buddy Mike O'Day yesterday, who's a big, his kid goes to Loyola Marymount.
Okay.
And he says,
they're in action tonight.
Against St. Mary's, I believe.
Do you know what state
St. Mary's is in Maryland? Is that right? Or is that it's Mount St. Mary's? Yes, they're in California. I've been to both of them, and I just made a mistake.
The Mount.
Here's the thing. So my buddy, he says he's betting St. Mary's to make the Final Four, maybe even run. He likes the way they play. He said he saw him in person, and he says they're phenomenal.
It's good. We actually had this discussion this morning on
Did
the
you
show.
really? Okay, yeah.
Because Alex asked me my thoughts of what I think St. Mary's is, and St. Mary's, that type of team scares me in the NCAA tournament because when you're so defensive-centric and you play at a slow pace, if you have a bad night offensively, you can lose to anybody. Last year, they played a Grand Canyon wanted to speed them up.
Oh, that's right.
And they did, and Grand Canyon destroyed them in the second half and won that game handily in a 12-5.
Yeah,
and I thought that St. Mary's team was capable.
Maybe it's their year.
Because they were in the West.
Yeah.
I thought they were capable. All right, you get Bama on a bad shooting night. Yeah. North Carolina's kind of an idiotic team. Maybe you can make the Final Four. And they, of course, went out in round 1. So I would be treading carefully. But again, as is with the tournament, matchup dependent.
-13 tonight, St. Mary's in the top 25.
They're betting Loyola tonight.
Yeah?
They're betting Loyola tonight. I think that's correct, by the way.
I've actually been to see a game at Loyola Marymount.
That's LA, right?
Yeah, it's right by the airport there.
Yeah.
And sadly to say, I just remember on my 21st birthday was the night Hank Gathers passed away on the court. I remember being at a Houlihan's eating wings, looking up and seeing that video. It was awful. But Loyola Marymount, was it Paul Westhead? Paul Westhead.
Yes.
They scored 125 points.
Was it Westhead or Hall?
Westfall or Westhead?
All right,
Westfall.
Oh boy! All right, here we go. Let's get to
Would you rather have head or ball?
Who did Jason Siegel play? That's who it was, right?
He played Westfall.
Well, it was Westhead, so there you go.
Yeah. So it was who was Loyola Marymount?
That was Westhead.
Westhead. All right, yeah. So I was right the first time? I think?
You were right the first time, yeah.
All righty, very good, very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the game that's sweeping the nation. Jeff, I have the phone. You've been dying to play it. Here we go. We did it yesterday. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a red phone. This phone, I've given every major athlete, every major star, the number to this phone. And how the game works is someone's going to call. It's going to involve a game or an event tonight. And Jeff will have to figure out who I'm speaking with on the phone by simply hearing the one-way conversation. So here's the thing, Jeff. I never know when it's going to ring. So I don't know. It could happen anytime now. Let's. Oh, it's ringing. Okay. Shh, Jeff, keep it. Jeff, keep it down. Look at your computer. Keep it down. Hold on. Here we go. Hello. Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't know you had an international calling plan. It's a clue. Jeff, that's a clue. All right. Yep. Yeah, I know you're making $10 million a year and you can afford it. Maybe that's in loonies. I don't know. That's another clue. Yes, I saw the big goal you had. It was great. Congrats on the big win. Yeah, it was huge for your country. Oh, hey, where are you? You're in Florida right now? Okay.
Hello, Connor.
You're about 3 hours. Shh, you're about 3 hours. You're about 3 hours from Disney World. Yeah, you got to hit the Avatar ride. Jeff, what's your Disney World recommendation for my friend?
For Connor?
No, maybe. What would you say? What should he do at Disney World?
What should he go? He should go. Should start in Mexico and go left in Epcot.
Start in Mexico and go left. But Connor, and I know you're Canadian, so you have to drink a beer, and you've already done it? Oh, okay, he's already done it. Okay, good luck tonight. Who was I talking to?
It's Connor McDavid.
Connor McDavid,
Yeah,
ladies. There he is. Look, he's on the phone. We found a picture of him taking a selfie.
Congratulations to Body Armor.
I was going to say, a nice little plug for Body Armor there.
Yeah.
Connor McDavid, Orioles at Panthers, minus 115. Oilers. It's a spring training game. That's what they do down in Florida. They have hybrid games. The Oilers and Orioles are split squad in it.
Speaking of
Gunnar Henderson.
Speaking of ridiculousness stuff, that
yes,
one of the best phone calls ever into sports radio.
Okay.
Ever. It was in when Francesa was doing WFAN by himself. It was post Mad Dog.
Post Mad Dog.
Where a caller called in and asked the following question.
Okay.
When the San Francisco do the San Francisco Giants hang out with the New York Giants when the San Francisco Giants come to New York? And it caused an unbelievable.
He loses his mind, I imagine.
He's like, well, do you think when the New York Rangers go to Texas, that they hang out with the Texas Rangers in Abilene? It's a great call. It's a great call. The Jets and Jets, yes. The New York Jets making a lot of trips to Winnipeg these days.
Tigers and Tigers. You know, I saw there was a special. I think it was a 30 for 30 on Mad Dog and Francesa. It was outstanding. I never heard those guys. You might have heard them, or growing up in the area.
They were still well around by the time I was.
Love them both.
Yeah.
Are you a Mad Dog fan?
Yes.
The first time I heard of Mad Dog was on Letterman.
Yes.
Letterman had him on before he was like syndicated, at least in
Mad
Pittsburgh.
Dog has the greatest job of all time now. He gets to go on ESPN, act like himself
and
for
him and
for
Stephen
one day,
A. Smith when
and
they
go
get
at
into
it with Stephen A. And he hosts his radio show. He's got an amazing gig.
So good TV, and he's a baseball guy. Does he still have his baseball show
I don't
on
think
MLB?
he's on MLB Network
Because I really loved that show.
The High Heat.
Yeah, High Heat. It was one of my go-tos because it was like when you have your DVR, I'd put him on and he could just ramble. All right, we might have one more phone call coming in. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know if the phone's going to ring. Do you want to? No, you can't take it.
I can't take it. You got to take it.
Hold on. Hello? Oh. Don't get it near a monitor.
Oh, my God.
Hello? Oh, my God. It's the entire team. Hey, what's going on? Slow down. It's hard to. They're talking with an Irish accent. Yeah.
With an Irish accent.
Yeah, I understand your mascot is a group of languages that's spoken in parts of Ireland and Scotland. Yeah. Let me see if Jeff knows any. Do you know any Irish or Scottish lingo? Do you know anything? Can you speak with an Irish accent, Jeff? Just give me a little something in an Irish accent.
No, Chad.
Just come on, Jeff.
No.
Oh, wee lad. Something.
No.
Scottish. Oh, Scottish.
Not happening.
God damn. Okay. Yeah, I know you guys are in the top 25. Yeah, and I have a buddy who's looking to make a big bet on you guys to make the Final Four. I know you have a game tonight. All right. Good luck against the Lions. Okay. What? Yeah. No, Jeff likes you guys. I know. Hold on. Joey B doesn't have a line yet, but I'll get it one. Okay, bye.
Why are the St. Mary's Gales calling you?
Whoa, he did it again. Jeff Parles, 2 for 2, ladies and gentlemen. It was the St. Mary Gales on the phone. The entire team. Oh, because they're playing tonight. There they are. There's the whole team right
It's
there.
a great photo of them.
That's a great photo. Thank you for putting that together, Keith and Caden. They are playing tonight. Would you take Loyola Marymount? You said people are betting.
I thought 14 was the number that we need on Loyola. Now it's coming the other way. Really flat spot for St. Mary's. Like they already have the 1 seed wrapped up in the WCC tournament. They have their senior day on Sunday at home against Oregon State.
That's good to know.
Kind of a flat spot here potentially for the Gales in this one.
How much does senior day influence when you look at a game?
It doesn't much,
No?
but again,
Homecoming games?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Doesn't influence at all?
I mean, the big other thing is, too, it's a flat spot after beating Gonzaga in Spokane over the weekend.
Yeah, and I saw you tweet something about Gonzaga won't get the bye this year, right? Or
if Gonzaga loses to San Francisco on Saturday, they will not get a bye.
Which is strange.
I thought that was a different noise than what it actually was.
What did you think it was?
Jerry opened the door because he came back in.
Right.
But I thought it was something else. I don't
thought
know
it was
why.
a sound effect?
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be weird because Gonzaga, it's like every year you could.
Well, automatically put them in pen basically.
Exactly.
into the semifinals of the WCC.
B-Town Dummy. Instead of a red phone, can show Spring for a Sports Illustrated football phone. Frank had his repoed years ago for non-payment. I actually had the Sports Illustrated football phone. Does anyone remember those?
I mean, that was a great offer, right?
It was, and I had it, and it was in the back room of our house. So, like, when you had, like, if you like had a friend, you know, to yell pick, and it was a football. And it, by the way, it sounded like crap. They were terrible phones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. What's that?
Shocking.
I'm going to put the phone by Jeff in case it maybe rings later. I don't know.
I can't hear
Okay,
anything.
there's nothing there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to today's episode number. It's episode 345. It's February 27th.
By the way,
March
I
Madness,
didn't bring
right
you
now.
a blackberry soda today. I apologize.
You what?
I didn't bring you a blackberry soda today.
I'm done. I'm never going to have one again. There might be a few left in
There's
the
a
fridge,
few
please.
left, yeah.
Nope, never going to have one again. So it's February 27th, 2025. March is upon us. The weather here in Vegas has been unbelievable.
Been great the last few days.
75 degrees, beautiful, beautiful sky, crystal clear. The Oilers are playing the Orioles. It's going to be great. So here we go. Here are the days. Jerry just left. He probably would have appreciated this. National Pokemon Day.
No, Jerry's here now.
Jerry's here?
Jerry's in the corner.
Oh, Jerry's there. Who just left?
Sean just left.
What the hell's going on? Musical chairs back there? National Pokemon Day, National Chili Day, National Strawberry Day, National Toast Day, like, you know, toast bread, National Talk Like a Kid Day, the Big Breakfast Day, National Protein Day, Retro Day, International Polar Bear Day, National Kahlua Day, No Brainer Day. Here's the list, Jeff, if you want to take a look at them.
I'm going National Kahlua Day because I think you just had some Kahlua last night.
Everyone knows I'm partial to Kahlua. Let's see here. Jerry is saying he doesn't believe the protein. Sean saying Kahlua. Ryan saying talk like a kid. Vince saying chili. And you are saying...
I'm with Sean.
One of you is right. Only one of you. And that would be young Ryan McCormick. Talk like a kid day is not a thing right there.
That's a shame.
Chalk it up. By the way, if there's something I hate more than anything is when like SNL does sketches where adults talk like kids. That might be my most hated thing in comedy, when adults try to pretend to be kids. You know those commercials for Haribo gummy where they try to talk like a kid? Not going to buy their product anymore.
Okay.
Could you talk like a little kid? Nope.
I'm not an impressions guy,
I
Frank.
know. All right, so we didn't really have any birthdays, celebrity birthdays, so we put all these in the machine up there in Utah. Let's see what Caden spit out.
Oh.
Boom. There we go. Here it comes.
We got a sneak peek in the studio, and it is
We
frightening.
did. Okay, so there's Pokemon Day with some sort of sunny side up because it's National Breakfast Day. He's got a fork
Is that
he's...
a polar bear with the...
Oh, no.
with-
Yeah, it's international. It's a polar bear's half egg, half polar bear.
What?
Like the Oilers and Oilers. And
What is
Oilers.
happening here?
I don't know. And he's got a weird, his foot.
And why did that kid get abducted by chili peppers?
Yeah, it's Strawberry Day.
That looks like chili peppers.
And it's in Times Square, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's Chili Day, so they're doing chili peppers. Okay.
Yeah, the one on the right.
Oh,
those
he's got seeds. There you go.
Those are strawberries on the right. The ones on the left are red peppers.
By the way, something I learned from a Snapple lid, strawberries are the only fruit with the seeds on the outside.
No wonder it's the only one I'm allergic to.
You're allergic to strawberries?
I am.
Just talking about him, he's itching. Anyway, the little kid's there because what's the kid's drinking Kahlua? He's wasted. All right, very good. He's drinking something. Yeah, all right, good job, Caden. Very strange ones. It was celebrity birthdays for John Steinbeck and Elizabeth Taylor, so we just kind of bypassed
The Pearl.
The Pearl?
Yeah, that was John Steinbeck's.
I was thinking East of Eden and
one of
of Mice
his
and Men. The
books.
Pearl? All right. Yeah. I was in Big Sur up there at Cannery Rose where he wrote a lot of his stuff up there.
Hello.
Oh my God, did you hear that? Who is it? Is it John Steinbeck?
They signed. They hung up.
It's Liz Taylor. She wants to get married for a ninth time. Here we go. Time for Picks at 12:36, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Jeff and I singing a song for everybody.
Punchline picks at 12:36.
I've been known to make breakfast and sing that whilst I'm making breakfast. It's a catchy tune, Jerry penned. I hope he gets residuals every time it plays. He's like, no, I'm not getting that. All right, so Jeff, Picks at 12:36. What do you got for us today?
I don't remember what I picked.
Let's find out what it was.
UNC Wilmington.
UNC
That's what we got.
Wilmington,
That's what we
all
got.
right.
We're going to. Have you ever done a show in Wilmington, North Carolina?
I've done a lot in North Carolina, never Wilmington. I did Charlotte, and I did not Elon, a couple other schools down there. Yeah, I've been through Carolina.
Well, Wilmington's supposedly a gorgeous place, right on the water.
Yeah,
and-
I've been through Charlotte several times. I was in Charlotte the same night as an NBA All-Star game one night. So that was in like February. It was
yeah.
in February, so I was doing some colleges there. I didn't go to the game, but that's when everyone in America already had the Charlotte Hornets starter jacket on.
There we go.
Right. So everyone there, it was like tenfold. Every person.
The only experience with that state is Charlotte Airport, which is always a great place.
I've been through that many times and stranded there, by the way, because they had a U.S. Air hub there for a while.
Well, American now. But,
Right.
But, this is an elite mascot matchup, by the way. The Seahawks and the Fighting Camels of Campbell tonight.
The Camels, that's right.
But we're going to lay the 3.5 with Wilmington, who I have, even though they're not in first place in the CAA, I have them as the best team in that league. Could be potentially a flat spot, but they should have more than enough offense. I don't think Campbell will be able to score enough to hang in, so we'll lay the 3.5 on the road with the Seahawks.
Okay, I know it's way before the tournament, but do you have a team that you're eyeing up, or do you have any futures on the national championship?
I have nothing in pocket right now.
Okay, nothing in
pocket. Alabama was the one that I was looking at earlier. The numbers have come back a little bit, so maybe. But Alabama, here's Alabama's final 3 regular season games.
Go for it.
At Tennessee,
who I like a lot.
Florida, at Auburn.
Jesus. Yeah.
It's pretty tough.
That's a run right there.
It's a pretty tough run in the regular
And I believe
season,
Kenny White, 4 of his top 6 teams are SEC teams.
Yeah. So,
and it's the 4 you just mentioned.
So those are, I'm not as high on Tennessee as everyone else seems to be this year. I think they're going to have a game where they shoot.
Dalton Connect.
They're going to have a game where they shoot 35% for the field and lose. They should in the NCAA tournament. But yeah, look, at this point, I have a list of 11 teams that I think that can win the title.
Okay.
Headlined by the favorites, Auburn, Duke, Houston.
Is St. John's on that list?
They are on the list, but they were team number 11.
Yeah. All right. I'm rooting for Pitino. I think they're plus 2,500 to make the final.
Them and Texas Tech were the ones that I nearly pulled off. Wisconsin, Michigan State, and Mizzou are the lower portion of that list as well.
Right.
But I think all those teams are capable.
All right. There you go. All right, let's get back to my pick. For my pick, a week from tomorrow, I will be seeing the Pittsburgh Penguins live. The trade deadline, they're going to be active. The GM, Kyle Dubas, has already said that. But I am going to take something Alex was talking about on Sports by the Book. It's kind of a running thing with Alex and I. If the Penguins are playing, take the over. Penguins are not playing well. They don't have good goaltending, but they give up a lot of goals. And they're playing the Flyers. So, yes, it's a heated battle. It's the two teams that hate each other more than any two sports teams. I like the over. So, by the way, last 10 games, Penguins are 3-6-1. They're not playing good hockey, but Sidney Crosby's still there. Average, let's see here, 3.3. They're giving up 3 goals. And I don't know. I'm taking the over. And I think the last game they played was 6-1. So take the over. Don't go crazy. I'm waiting for baseball season, ladies and gentlemen. I have not bet on spring baseball. Have you bet on spring baseball?
I've not.
No, can't do it.
I've not.
No, you're not allowed to, apparently.
No, I can do props. I just can't do pre-flop.
Can't do it.
Sides or totals.
Lakers tonight. Any inkling on Luka tonight?
I have no idea. I mean, how much emotionally is in the tank after what happened to them the other night? But that's an emotional game against the Mavericks.
Yeah, it was.
Now you get Minnesota.
Yeah.
Desperate team.
Triple-double, though. Unbelievable. All right, let's move on to some videos, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, if you're tuning in to see Joe D'Amico will be on the program tomorrow. His first ever Friday appearance. He's at home caring for little Dice, who had some surgery yesterday, is recovering, but needed a little extra TLC. And I'm not sure if Judge Chris Andrews will happen tomorrow or not, but we'll find out. We'll check with Chris later. So big Friday show. So here we go. We got some videos, Jeff, that I want to show you here. We're going to go in, let's go with, what order do I? Let's go with football. Let's go with Travis Hunter. So that's 5 back there. So Travis Hunter has no shortage of confidence. He's been talking to teams about playing both. He wants to play defense and offense. I think teams are looking at him more as a DB, though, right?
I'm playing with the phone. He said at the combine.
Yeah.
I know you're going to get into that.
Yeah.
Which actually, do you want to play it real quick?
Yeah, sure. Play the clip, and then we'll talk about Travis Hunter. Here's Travis Hunter. I like the look.
Just some leaders that DB, so still up in the air. They say nobody has ever done it for real the way I do it, but I tell them I'm just different. I'm a different person.
All right. So there you go. So, I love the guy.
Better corner than wide receiver.
Sure.
For sure. If you were looking at him as solely a wide receiver, I would not take him in the top 5.
Right. Even though his numbers were super
just because
impressive.
This is a very deep receiver class.
Yeah,
I would
a
not
lot of
use
receivers.
a premium. I would trade out, honestly.
Yeah.
If you're looking at him as a hybrid where it can do both, if I'm Tennessee, again, with the 2 quarterbacks that are clearly going in the top 10.
Cam and Shador
And Ward. I like Sanders more than I like Ward.
Okay.
I don't see Ward as an NFL like high-end quarterback.
Okay.
Sanders, yes, ceiling's probably a little bit lower than you would want for a top 10 quarterback, but I could see Shedeur Sanders being somewhere from the 8th to 12th best quarterback in the NFL for a nice period of time with the correct team.
Yeah.
I just don't think you'll ever be top.
No Jaden Daniels there,
I just don't see it with either of the guys.
Right.
But if you're Tennessee, if you think you're a little bit closer, if you think you can go out and sign a veteran quarterback and maybe
There's plenty
compete
out
for
there.
the playoffs right now, I probably would take Travis Hunter at number 1, even though, again, Abdul Carter's injury
Abdul Carter, so
makes things a little bit funky.
First it was he had to get surgery. Now he's not getting surgery on the foot, which, that's going to scare some teams off. Anytime.
I would, if I were...
Who are you drafting number 1 if you're Tennessee?
If I were Tennessee, I would take Carter still.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, he is a game changer.
Yeah, I think
He says he's the best player in the draft.
He's Myles Garrett-like.
Yeah.
He's Myles Garrett-like, TJ Watt-like. Like he, assuming his health is there, he comes in and is an immediate giant impact guy that changes your defense. You have a guy that just won't be able to be blocked even at an NFL level.
Yeah.
I would take him number 1. He is that game changing.
Yeah, he is. By the way, I saw a report just before the air that Matt Stafford and Tom Brady were seen chatting somewhere. Is that right? I don't know where Matt Stafford ends up.
Apparently ran into each other randomly in Montana because we all randomly go to Montana.
We do. It's you're here. What are you doing here in Montana? Yeah. What do you think?
Yes, in February. Yes.
Stafford.
I think the Stafford to Vegas thing is real.
Yeah, I think so.
I really think that is real. And also, too, if that happens, and I was skeptical of the Carroll hire when it happened. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, we talked about it on this show.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll's built out a tremendous coaching staff.
He's got Chip Kelly running offense.
Kelly's on. They retained Patrick Graham, who's a very good defensive coordinator.
Right.
You have an elite defensive player in Crosby. Wilkins is still a high-end D-tackle. You have pieces on that defense.
Yeah.
I still don't think that offense is particularly close.
You got Brooke Bowers, and
if you get Stafford,
you
have Bowers, who's already the second best tight end in the NFL, arguably the best one, long term.
Yeah.
You just have to get the right pass catchers in there and fix up the offensive line, and all of a sudden, all right, with the right breaks with the last place schedule, even in that tough of the division, you might have a shot to surprise some people this year.
3 teams. Again, the Steelers are rumored as one of the teams to Stafford. I don't think that happens.
I think it's the Raiders or the Giants. I think those are the only 2 that make sense at this point. For Stafford, I'd rather, even though it's interesting with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
We think all those years in the NFC North, he's a good cold weather quarterback. He played all of his games indoors.
He was in domes.
Because of Detroit.
Chicago,
LA,
Green Bay.
Like he played outdoors in Green Bay and Chicago. That's basically it consistently.
Yeah.
Vegas, obviously indoors.
Yeah.
Great tax ramifications if you live here, as we know. New York, outdoors, cold weather. Team that I don't think is particularly close either.
No, not at all.
Even though you have Malik Neighbors, who is a stud.
Ridiculous what he did last year.
Good coach in Dable. I'd rather come here if I was Stafford than the Giants. I think.
Giants currently have no quarterbacks under contract.
Not true.
I thought it was none.
One.
Who?
Tommy DeVito.
Is DeVito? Is he under contract?
Still under contract.
All right. I know the Steelers only have Skylar Thompson.
Wait, that's not right.
Yes, it is. That's the only guy they have under quarterback.
When did Skylar Thompson get there?
Surprisingly, it snuck under the radar about a month ago, right after the season. Skylar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's the only quarterback we have signed right now.
Interesting.
That was the big signing, Skylar Thompson. That's a good
sign.
That's a good sign for the. Oh God, what are they going to do? Daniel Jones' name's floating around. Just stick with Fields. And
where's Duck Hodges these days?
He's engaged to that Lainey Wilson.
Yeah,
she's like a country superstar, and
as we all expected, right?
He's hauling equipment. He's doing mic checks. All right, we got a couple more videos for you guys here. We're going to go to number 3. Hooters. Sadly, I don't know if you heard this, but Hooters
going under.
Hooters is going under, and I'll tell you what. Right now, good riddance. Probably the worst food I've ever had, and one of 2 times I possibly had food poisoning was in San Diego. I had the worst chicken sandwich of my life. So they might be going under, but if there are 2 guys that can save it, Kevin Love has an idea. So go ahead and throw it up there, please. Oh, is Sean? Oh, really? Oh, Sean left. I saw him put it up before the show. We saw it up there. If you see it, it's Kevin Love, and then it's like Durant and Booker. All right, we can talk about it. But anyway, we'll move on. If we don't have it, that's fine. Okay. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So Kevin Love posted this picture. As you can see, I was swimming in it. So that's Kevin Love on the left, a very young Kevin Love with a Hooters waitress. Sad to see the fall of an absolute institution. If anyone can save Hooters, it's the two on the second slide. And there's Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. So I don't know what that means, but terrible food. And
Never been, actually.
Oh, it's the worst. And by the way, just so as it happened, I was watching The Office as I was falling asleep last night, and the episode where Michael Scott takes Jim to lunch.
Yeah.
It's like, chicken breast sandwich. Hold the chicken. Okay. That's what she said.
That was David Ketchner's character, right?
David Koechner? No, it was Michael Scott. No, it was Michael and Jim went to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Koechner was Todd Packer.
Yes.
Yeah. The Pac-Man. All right. We have a couple more here. Shota Imanaga, 4-pitch arsenal, but can only play one chord on the guitar, clip 4. So here's Shohei, who's going to have a big year for the Cubs. Started out so hot last year, but then Paul Skeens blew by him for Rookie of the Year.
Do you play the guitar?
Never.
He knows never. And he plays one chord. Someone's clapping along. It's about how well I played guitar last night. He's saying,
Hey, Shoda. Let's go.
and please no.
That was the second that the singer Shohei Imanaga was born.
I'm seeing Cubs as the plus number to win the NL Central. I don't know. I don't see it. I think Milwaukee's still a better team. Pittsburgh has better. I don't see the Cubs winning it. Do you? The Reds have made some key additions.
I think the Cubs are by margin the best team in that division.
No.
Yeah.
Because what makes them better that they've added? They ordered Tucker.
They're off season.
Who else did they get?
Where you get Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, Kyle Tucker, good player.
A stud.
He is. I like Kyle Tucker.
Look, Craig Counsell still knows how to manage a team, and also too
what they're paying him.
The big question mark with them, more so than anything, at least for me, is you look at the young guys. Does Michael Bush take another step forward?
Right.
I think he does.
Okay.
Does PCA take a step forward with his bat?
That new hairstyle.
That's a question.
Yeah.
That is a big question. So you know what you're getting out of Hap. You know what you're getting out of Tucker. I just think the division stinks.
It's not a strong division. Pirates,
it is pretty funny.
Pirates have no
the
offense.
Cardinals are terrible, which is great.
Which I love.
Which is awesome.
Which
the
is
Cardinals
phenomenal.
are terrible, which means they'll probably win 84 games.
Which is fine.
But
Pittsburgh.
Pirates, amazing rotation.
No
the
offense.
One of the worst lineups in baseball.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
Spencer Horwitz, they're big at. Wrist injury. Spencer Horwrist, as they're calling him. Horror wrist. And Tommy Pham. I mean, and then Adam Frazier.
Tommy Pham's a nice play, but it is pretty funny that Adam Frazier's back again when he's totally done at this
I liked
point.
Adam Frazier, but yeah.
He was good for a little bit.
When they traded him to the Padres, he was in 310, 330.
I had,
good ball player, but
I went through it a little bit yesterday. I had the Cubs 6 games better than everybody else.
Oh, man.
And then I had the Brewers, the Pirates, and the Reds all separated by 2 games.
They're lumped in. Yeah.
They're all tight.
Milwaukee lost what?
And then
They
I had
lost
the Cardinals
Burns.
at 75 and 87, which means they're absolutely winning 84.
They're my most hated baseball team. So when they're bad, that's good. All right, we got, speaking of baseball, A-Rod was in a restaurant. He's eating wings. He might have been in a Hooters.
Been busy recently.
He has, but first of all, that 3-point shot or the half quarter he hit.
Well, my bigger question is, you're gonna appreciate this because you know the state of Pennsylvania,
right?
The idea of A-Rod in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, is beyond hysterical.
And by the way, and he has a tan, which he obviously he's darker than ever.
He always has.
He's reverse Sammy Sosoing, as someone said on. And
Sammy Sosa back in the Cubs dugout now. By the way.
He's getting. Are they retiring his number or something? Or they're doing
retiring the number?
They want. Yeah, he's trying to make amends. But that guy was unstoppable.
But look, Lewisburg, very pretty campus at Bucknell.
Yeah.
There's nothing there other
He
than
was
campus.
there because there was an entrepreneur program that he had a couple. I think it might have even been related to Shark Tank.
But it is very funny.
It is weird.
A-Rod in Lewisburg.
Well, when I saw the clip, I don't know if Keith sent it or I was like, what is he doing at Bucknell? A-Rod. It's like if you could say pick the 5 colleges you don't see A-Rod at. I'm putting Bucknell in there with Winthrop. And maybe Western Kentucky.
Winthrop. No, Bowling Green, Kentucky's. Come on, him. And,
why would he be there?
Because him and Big Red are both icons.
I knew you were going to say it. And they're both red now. All right, let's show the clip. Here he is talking to a kid who's looking at an iPad. Probably got done playing a game, but this kid, he's like showing him his swing. And what's the graphic say there? Yeah, he wanted me to show him the highlights. So there you go. A-Rod for the people. He's breaking down his swing. He's like, now look, if you really want to hit it far, get a needle, shoot up. Kid's wearing number 21, respect there, wearing Roberto's number. It's like wings at a bar. And fries, so A-Rod he's trying to show that he is one of the people.
I know you're going to be like a future Yankee.
Give the kid tips. The kid, by the way, has no idea who he's talking to.
You be like Aaron.
I think the kid knows who he's talking to.
That kid's what, 11? He doesn't know who A-Rod is. He might see A-Rod like on the pregame show. He doesn't know that A-Rod was one of the best baseball players of his era, but he cheated.
Hall of Famer, Barry Bonds, Hall of Famer, Roger Clemens, Hall of Famer.
Put them in.
Put them all in.
Put them all in.
They're part of history of baseball.
They were there. Everyone was cheating. I mean, everyone.
Yeah, Sosa and McGuire both should be in it. The summer of '98 is the only reason that modern baseball is away. Even
Saved baseball. That home run race. I remember being down at the beach on the last weekend, Labor Day weekend, watching those two go at it. It was phenomenal on Labor Day weekend, and they both. Put them all. By the way, people are going to bitch for like one day.
Put them all in.
Then it's going to be done with.
Come on.
Roger Clemens.
Better
come on.
than putting Billy Wagner and his 13 playoff ERA in.
I don't even get me started. How about Harold Baines? Let's not even talk about that.
Forget Harold.
Shut up, White Sox guy. He does not belong there.
Forget Harold.
Best DH of all time.
Forget Harold Baines.
Bragging about the DH. It's like bragging being the best karaoke singer in the world.
That's a pretty good accomplishment, Nicotero.
Yeah, why'd you say those things?
You just
I did last night.
You just insulted half the crew, by the way.
I know. Look, I love karaoke. We're going to do karaoke.
Jerry and insulted
We're going
Vince.
to the composer's room on Monday. You got to see this setup they got there. It's unbelievable. They have a drummer that when you're karaoke, you have a drummer, you got a DJ hype man, and you got a go-go dancer.
Oh, that's too much pressure.
It's unbelievable.
That's too much pressure.
We showed up as industry night. We didn't even know. So everyone, they're like, he plays Billy Joel and Elton John. Here's the guy. Then they're like, he's also in a show. And then I'm like, I'll go up. And they're like, here's the guy. So I'm like, I'm a comedian, whatever. And I did Send Me a Charm Kind of Life by Third Eye Blind. Nailed it.
Nice.
Nailed it. Long version, too. Pretty good.
Impressive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Kenny White's Dog of the Day. Let's take a look at Kenny White. Make sure you check out Kenny White Sports. Here we go. Kenny White's Dog of the Day. There's a little dog point at it. He's got North Carolina A&T plus 10.5 over the Orioles half. I can't even get it out. Northeastern tonight, 10.5.
That's the Huskies.
That's the Huskies. What's the North Carolina A&Ts?
The Aggies.
The Aggies. God, we can't stump you on anything, on any teams.
You're probably good.
No, you're really good. You're very good.
NCAA&T, by the way, saw them in an NCAA tournament game in 2013 when I was in college.
Oh, yeah?
Because when I was in college, did Mizzou's NCAA tournament lost to Colorado State. There you go, Joey B.
Joey B for Joey B.
8-9 game in Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
Which, by the way, good town, Lexington.
I've been to Lexington,
Kentucky.
Louisville.
Like
I've been all over
Had
Kentucky.
great shrimp and grits there when I was watching Florida Gulf Coast beat Georgetown.
By the way, if you go to
that.
KFC there, it's so fresh.
Isn't it just called fried chicken now?
It's Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah. But NCAA&T's marching band was amazing.
Really?
The band was incredible.
There you go. That's an endorsement for
They lost, I think, by 45 to
But
Louisville.
the band kicked
But the
ass.
band was awesome.
Is there any regional NCAA tournament games coming to Vegas anytime soon? Do we know of?
The women's tournament is coming here in 2 years, I think.
Okay.
And then the Final Four is here in 27 or 28, Keith.
The
Which
men's
year
team
is
is 28. Vince
Yeah.
is saying 28.
Thank you. 28 for the end for the Final Four.
Super
and then
Bowl's
20
back in 27?
No, the college football championship.
Oh, college football.
is here.
Yeah, the Super Bowl doesn't have beyond
Super Bowl, more likely
Not
than
yet.
not, is coming back for Super Bowl
within
62
5
or
years.
63.
Oh, that soon?
Yeah,
Because
that's
we
what
got
they
60
said.
next year.
I think it'll be 63.
Next year, Santa Clara. next
Santa
year.
Clara's next year.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Atlanta's the year after that.
By the way, Minidar says Frank Thomas was the best DH. Can't argue with that. I saw him hit a ball 500 feet at the home run derby at Three River
By
Stadium.
the way, I know we don't want to turn this into a White Sox thing, but the fact that Frank Thomas and Paul Konerko were on the same team for that long.
Paul Konerko.
Paul Konerko's
on play for the Dodgers.
Paul Konerko's on my vastly underrated
Yeah, great for
all-time
won the World
guy.
Series with them, and was it 04 or
Konerko was a
whatever?
great player, and always got overshadowed because there was always one bigger star on those teams.
Dean held, if the Dodgers stay away from injuries, give them the trophy.
It's baseball playoffs. Just remember that.
B-Town Dummy. By the way, I kind of like Frank's. There's something about Mary Cameron Diaz hairdo bangs. What?
What?
I don't. What? There's no. I'm going to say it. Let's see here. Good luck, Dino. Okay, Mini Dog, good luck to you. JR, Big Ten football championship and Big Ten men's tourney and women's tourney coming to Vegas in the future.
Yes, that is. I know.
Thank you,
I know
Johnny.
the basketball tournament's here too. I don't know when the conference football title is coming though.
Joey B, remember Stafford and Brad are members at the Yellowstone Club in Big Sky. Oh, Brady.
Who's Brad?
He didn't put
Garrett?
a Y on there. I was like, yeah, I was going to say, Brad B, fix it later.
Yes, I know. They're the members at the same place. They clearly set the meeting up.
Private club, $400,000 entry fee and $40,000 in dues. Minimum cost of a home, $3 million. They both belong there. Yeah, send us an application. And we'll get a South Point jet flying up there. All right, we have our dog of the day. It's one of my favorite ones. This is a dog shaving right here. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Roll the dog clip. So the dog wants to be part of the shaving. So look, the dog wants to be a part of it. So he shaves, and the dog's like, okay, it's my turn. And then the guy turns it off, and look, dog's like, okay, get me. It's all about the sound effects the dude makes. It's just the dog's like, yes. Yes, leave a little goatee there.
That's pretty funny.
That is the cutest dog right there. Love it. Joe D'Amico, hope Dice is feeling better. We'll see you tomorrow. And by the way, Gone Racing coming up in 30 minutes. 32 minutes, Gone Racing with Brendan and Jeff doing a great job telling you all about NASCAR. If I had to give a pick this week, take Joey Logano. It's the only one I bet. It's the only race right. Joey Logano or Dale Earnhardt Jr. Is he still racing? Is he playing for the Orioles or the Oilers
Dale
tonight?
Earnhardt Jr. When's the last time Jr. raced? Got to be at least 7 years now, right?
It's been a long time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Punchies, you guys are great. We had a whole staff here. Jerry, Vince, Ryan, and Sean took off. Ann was popped in earlier. We appreciate you guys watching the show. We'll see you tomorrow. Punchlines. Line stands for live in Nevada every show. Bye. What? I did Gone Racing. What did I forget?